is going to be titled Why I Am Afraid of Birds. When I was younger, I grew up in a very nice household, but when I was about 8 years old, my parents started having marital discord, and it ended up just being my mom and I living in this house. And one night we were baking, we were having a great time, and hanging out with our cat. And we went downstairs and realized that the cat had brought in a bird, but not a dead bird, a living, flying, flapping around bird. And, well, we continued on with our night, ignoring the bird, which, looking back on it, I still do not understand, but it just goes to show the mental capacity of my mother at the time. And, as the night went on, we went to bed, and we ignored the bird. The bird continued to live in the home. And we woke up in the middle of the night, and we heard the bird. The bird was flying around the room. We stayed in the same bed that night, and it was flying around the room. And again, my mother and I ignored the bird, and I still don't understand why. And so we kept sleeping, and we woke up the next morning to the bird on our blanket, staring at us in the face. And my mom said, "Tegan, I need you to get up." So I said, "Okay." So I got out of bed, and she's out of bed, and we're both just staring down this bird on the bed. And she thinks, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go get a paper bag, and I'm gonna trap the bird. I'm going to trap the bird." And by trapping the bird and leaving the room, it then flew under the bed where we could no longer get to it. So she said, "Tegan, lift up the blankets and see where the bird could be." So I lifted up the blankets, and there, staring me in the face, is a big black grackle, and it caws at me. And at 8 years old, I think I had my first heart attack. And I screamed and I cried, and my mom laughed. She laughed at me. She still laughs at me to this day about the bird. And eventually we got the bird under the bed, or out from under the bed, and she trapped it with a paper bag and threw it out into the yard in the paper bag and never picked it up. And that's why I'm afraid of birds.